Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while since I last made a more detailed YouTube video, but I want to make this one about the importance of sometimes leaving an unfinished painting alone at a certain point and calling it finished. So let's get into the video. I'll just be talking over some of the painting process of an unfinished digital painting study of a woman that I did recently. Many of the great master artists of the past would do quick figure and portrait painting studies and would leave parts of the painting unfinished. This always intrigued me, and I couldn't help but notice that this unfinished look might have actually made the painting a great one, whereas if the artist had decided to continue on and finish it, it might not have looked anywhere near as good. A recent great fine artist, Richard Schmid, pointed out in his book, Alla Primer, Everything I Know About Painting, that it was his wife Nancy who suggested to him while working on a painting that he stopped exactly where he was, as it looked excellent as a work of art even at the early stages of the painting, and that he should leave it as an unfinished piece. It turned out to be a beautiful painting study. He said, "When I paint, I do not think of myself as having a specific technique. I simply regard the things that I do necessary as to my intentions." Happily in this case, as I was blithely on my way toward a rather academic profile, Nancy intervened, as she often does. She made me stop at this point when my painting was strongest, leaving the drips and bold strokes. She said that I could kiss our relationship goodbye if I even made one more brushstroke. Her move was a truly classic example of the idea that it often takes two to do a good painting. One to paint it, and another to wrap the painter smartly with a hammer before he or she can ruin it. I think there is something quite striking, bold and creative about having part of a painting or drawing left unfinished. It leaves the viewer's imagination to fill in the gaps, and it can also make the piece of art really stand out. Perhaps it is the deliberateness of the brushstrokes which are still visible, the energy that can be captured when painting in front of the model or when outdoors plein air painting. There's definitely something to take from this as developing artists, as we can get caught up in trying to make each painting excellent, aiming to make our next one the best one, having it well rendered and highly detailed in all areas. But this of course can lead to perfectionism, overworking a piece until we make it worse, formulaic thinking, and sometimes even stiffness in our artwork. Paintings can lack interest, creativity and personality as a result, or might simply not be as good as they could have been. Personally, I enjoy a bit of spontaneity, and I think part of this creative and artistic process is to enjoy drawing and painting until a certain point, perhaps at the end of being in the zone and having the ability to call something finished even when it looks unfinished. I think it is a skill in itself to know when your artwork can be called finished, and to have the ability and self-discipline to stop there where you are. This is basically the Alla Primer painting technique, which means that you finish a painting in a single sitting within a time limit. I have found it to be an enjoyable and challenging process, aiming to do my best on a piece of artwork when traditional or digital in the limited time that I have. As for painting unfinished studies, it can take the pressure off from aiming to have your next masterpiece done. It can be used as a useful warm-up exercise in any medium, and it allows you to loosen up and experiment more. How do you feel about leaving a piece of art, a drawing or painting unfinished? Do you feel confident enough to call your own work finished, knowing that you could press on and render everything further? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.